Jain, first and foremost, apologies for the inconsistency. I have been on travels, and that is why we couldn't be consistent on uploading the videos. The travels will continue till next week, and after that, you will see us more consistent. So today's update is on some variables that influences the geopolitical game. The root cause of emerging conflicts, it lies in the erosion of sovereignty as nations increasingly disregard the territorial integrity and independence, like exemplified by Canada's Khalistani support, Pakistan's Kashmiri claims, Iran's hostility towards Israel, and the historical precedent of America's 19th century manifest destiny doctrine, which has shaped the modern geopolitical landscape. Now, sovereignty violations, they have become a catalyst for global conflicts. As I have told before, we have seen Canadians' interference, or we talk about Iran's aggression against Israel. So, the first violation in the world, when we talk about the sovereignty, it started in Mexico by America, and 55% of Mexico has been occupied by America. Then European nations, they begin to expand their empires through colonization, claiming territories worldwide, including India. Now in 21st century, nowadays what is happening after all this? Now we are dealing with the globalization, like tech, communication is making us cross borders and able to interact, and when we are getting globalized, we have no borders in interaction or setting narratives for or against any nation, and that's how able to influence the sovereignty of any nation. So where is the problem in all this? We are getting globalized, it should be good. We are able to do cross-border business, we are able to have cross-border, knowledge conversations. But the problem is the global south comes with a voice. Middle East wishes to get developed. Africa has raised its voice, and India is rising. So all these regions which were colonized are rising, and that's where the colonial powers are resisting and not able to take it. Let me put it this way: as the global south asserts its influence, the Middle East pursues development, Africa finds its voice, and India rises. The former colonized regions are reclaiming their agency, prompting resistance from legacy colonial powers struggling to adapt to the shifting global landscape. Now, this entire Europe, which is a faded continent, let me say this, as they're losing their power or they've lost their power under the influence of America, is not able to understand the essence of sovereignty of these nations. Now, what is the geopolitics in this? Today morning only I was speaking to a general officer where we spoke about one of the event on Europe Union, which is expected to be in India in this month end. And my question was that, is European Union still a power? Do we still need to decode it or decode them? Struggling with illegal immigration, job cuts, social issues, issues of drugs, and the declining business. Which model we need to copy from them? Let's talk business. Except Germany, startup European VCs, their funding drops to the lowest quarter in 4 years. This simply means venture funding to European startups, it reached 10 billion US dollars in quarter 3 2024, the lowest quarter since the third quarter of 2020. Startup funding to the continent, it fell dramatically, 36% quarter over quarter and 39% year on year. So if you see the imports of India to Canada, it rose from 4.1 million US dollars to 4.6 billion US dollars. This helped India narrow the trade deficit from 2.1 billion to 0.7 billion, and that is the agony and issues of geopolitics. So now when the European Union has nothing to do maybe constructive in their own land, they target to attack the sovereignty and make a prominent issue of conflict and geopolitics. Just that they need to be ready, they need to know that India also has its own narrative now. And the vision of Viksit Bharat comes with befitting replies if or when need be. So, next, when you see the geopolitical landscape, keep this aspect of sovereignty, that how this nation is trying to attack the sovereignty of other region, influencing the entire board and game of geopolitics. Jai Hind.